Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, gladiators. Hope you're well. I hope you've had a really productive weekend. And today is Monday, and it's our second day of the week because in Dubai, the week starts from Sunday. Last week, I'm going to recap on the stuff that I taught you, shared with you on time management last week, and hopefully I'm going to share with you 3 or 4 points that you're going to find useful in regards to time sharing today. And at the end of the day, it's going to ask me a question that one of you guys are going to ask me over the next 10 minutes. Now, last week, if you recall, by the way, if you find this interesting, please do share. Are we going to share a link later on with people so they can, please do share with others. We noticed there's been a spike in people watching these live events, and I'm totally honored and I really, really appreciate it. Just recapping on the stuff that we talked about yesterday. Rich and successful people go to bed early. They're disciplined and they wake up early. Try to go to bed around 9:30, 10 o'clock. Get your 7-8 hours sleep and wake up at 4:30, 5 o'clock and spend an hour or an hour and a half of your time every single day discipline, looking after your health, looking after your mind, meditate and plan your day and make sure you're not distracted. The second point we discussed or I shared with you last time was walk faster. When successful people have a day planned and they're going to go from A to B, they're on a mission. They don't get distracted. So they just tend to walk faster. They walk with certainty. And when you're carrying yourself with certainty or walking somewhere and you know exactly where you're going, people don't stop you. They don't feel as though, oh, this guy's got time to mess around or share things or waste time with you. So the way you behave, the way your physiology and the way you walk dictates how productive you're going to be that day. Also, don't open your emails in the morning. Make sure, because emails dictate how you behave. You might be having to pay a bill or respond to somebody or client or whatever it is. But then that distracts you from where you want to go that day. So schedule the email opening. I do it twice a day, midday and in the evening. And most of the time, things can wait. Focus on things that are urgent and not necessarily important. Now, the 3 facts I want to talk to you about today, and I've been kind of analyzing the rich. The rich always walk around with a notepad because their mind's constantly, when you're an entrepreneur or a salesperson, your mind's constantly active. And if you don't dump that traffic or idea into a notepad or the opportunity that you see everywhere, that keeps playing on your mind. So what a lot of rich people do is they always carry, I call it a shiny penny book or a notepad, because they're going to get challenges throughout the day, they're going to see opportunities, and they immediately take it from their mind onto the piece of paper and it's there. And the funny thing is when you, I don't know if you've ever been in bed asleep and you can't because there's traffic in your mind. The moment you get up out of bed, write that thought on a piece of paper, your mind eases. And the rich carry notepads all along with them. Second thing is I want to discuss with you is that have focus days, have freedom day, have sales day, have customer service day, have meditation day. It's really, have a buffer day. There are times that I cannot see customers and I make sure that I spend a day at home meditating. Gandhi, one of the most successful marketing human beings on the planet, the guy shifted the Indian 500 million people to become the biggest democracy on the planet. And he spent every Wednesday meditating. Nobody was allowed to speak to Gandhi on Wednesdays. He spent it in silence, stillness, and solitude. And without any TV, without any social media, without anything, he actually moved 500 million people in his nation and the British Empire out of his country. So great things can be done if you actually focus. What you find is that without focus, again, you're all over the place. Successful people have focus days. Finally, I love this one. Beat your own doubting self. You are your biggest enemy. You are your biggest person or biggest challenge who's going to sabotage your future. And I'll give you some examples. For instance, I love going to the gym and the results I get afterwards. But right at that moment when that alarm bell rings, my first tendency is turn around and press the snooze button. Knowing that I'm going to be tempted to press the snooze button, best thing to do is put an alarm clock 5 feet away, ringing 2 minutes later or 2 minutes before. making sure that that second alarm clock gets you out of bed and eliminates your doubting self. Make sure you got no excuses. There's so many times I get out of bed and I go, oh, I can't find my shorts, I can't find my socks, I can't find my trainers. Now I put my socks, my trainers, my shorts right next to the bed, so I've got no excuses. Also, personal trainer. I have a very proactive personal trainer, because how many times I know he's coming an hour before and my doubting self wants to message him and say cancel, because there's never a right time. I have a headache, I've got aches, pains, I'm tired, I've got excuses. But you know what? I've told him, be proactive. If I ever send you a message to cancel an hour before, don't take that as an answer. Come knocking on my door and chase me for it. So beat your doubting self. That's really, really important, because winners always overcome their doubts. We're going to deal with, that's 3 points, I think, isn't it? Right? So we have a question, Uday.
The question is, where do you have time to deal with admin work?
People think admin work is not necessary. Admin work is extremely necessary. Actually, going back a little bit to my previous one, another thing I'd like you to do is make your intentions clear to other people. Commit to other people, because if you're committing to yourself, you're not going to, you can negotiate the outcome or the result. So make sure, if you're going to say, I think about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I committed to the audience, to the gladiators, that I was going to exercise every single day. And I felt compelled to do it, otherwise I was going to let people down. And last week, I think I committed to finishing my book on the 11th of June. And I feel this pressure of having to finish my book 11th of June. So make sure that you announce your intentions to people also. The question was, when should I do admin work? Now, if you have, successful people have got their goals written down and they know where they want to go within, and it's quantified and it's in a period of time. Now, admin work should be done outside working hours. If you actually write your goals and you know where you want to be, everything you do every single day should get you towards that goal. So you should be meeting people who are going to affect you and influence you to get you to point B. So look at your diary and make sure that you're meeting the right people. If you're doing admin work that can be done at 7 or 8 o'clock at night, do it. If you're going to pay bills, do it a weekend. Admin work should be done where you can't meet people, because business is done one-to-one, face-to-face, when trust is built. Any other questions?
That would be it for now.
Done. Gladiator, it's a tough world out there. Don't listen to the negativity. This soon shall pass. Do we have any questions online?
No.
Okay, I don't know how long I was, but we're going to keep this short, 10 minutes exactly. So much love, respect you all. I salute you, gladiators. See you on Thursday. Bye.